Narcissists are known for telling lies, on top of lies, on top of lies. But we need to talk about the worst lie that all narcissists make, because understanding the truth will set you free. Let's talk. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Now, before I continue, I want to let you know that I'm here to support you. Down in the description box right below this video, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. I take telephone calls and video calls through Zoom, FaceTime, and WhatsApp. And don't forget, The Royal We has a private membership available for you where you can get daily support from me with a growing community of people from all over the world. I do have a workout program for you. We have weekly fellowship together, and so much more is going on, all in the privacy of a members-only app. So if you're looking for that daily support, head on down to the description box and get signed up. I would love to see you in there. Now, let's get into this topic of the worst lie that all narcissists make. Now, to start with, constantly confronting a narcissistic person about their lies to you is a never-ending, infinite, chaotic, exhausting thing to do. It's like a hamster running on a wheel going absolutely nowhere, because at the end of the day, it's still a hamster stuck in the same cage, running on the same damn wheel. And that's pretty basically what's going on when you're in a toxic relationship with a narcissistic person trying to confront all of their lies. And now narcissistic people will in fact lie to you about what they said last week, what they said last night. They'll lie to you about where they're going, what they're doing. They'll lie to you about where they spent all the money and why it's gone. They will lie to you about anything and everything. And it can be exhausting, it can be confusing, and it can be very frustrating, and it can be hurtful. But what if I told you that it's by design? What if I told you that all of these, we'll call them little lies, even though they're not little, they're big, but we'll call them little lies in comparison to the big lie that we are going to expose in this message. But these little lies by design are meant to keep you frustrated and confused, and in this place of trying to figure out what's going on. What if it's on purpose? And you might be thinking, but Kevin, doesn't that make them look bad? Yes, but it distracts you from something. It distracts you from the worst lie that they want to hide from you. Now, I'm going to tell you what the worst lie is, but we need to first have an understanding about our basic nature as human beings, because we like to unconsciously grab onto a belief through our perception. Let me give you an example. Let's take a magician. Magicians are known for being deceptive. They're liars. And they will get in front of you with a card and say, watch this, I'll make it disappear. Right? That's a lie. Obviously, it didn't disappear. In my case, it went on the ground, right? But for many of them, it goes up their sleeve, or it goes up your sleeve, or it goes down their pants, or it goes somewhere. It doesn't disappear. That's not possible. So it is, in fact, a lie. And now magicians make all these little lies that you could become preoccupied in your mind trying to figure out how they're doing all this stuff and what the lie is made up of, how they're making this lie, right? By the way, this is what we do in toxic relationships. We're looking at the person trying to figure out how they're making these little lies. But all these little lies are simply distracting you from the bigger picture. And what's the bigger picture? Well, the bigger picture is that there's no magic at all, which means they're not even a magician. With narcissistic people, all their little lies distract you from the truth. They don't care about you. Now, this is the worst lie that all narcissistic people want to tell you, and that is that they care for you, that they love you. Now, watch this. It doesn't even have to come out in this way of telling you that they love you or that they care for you, because many narcissistic people don't say it like that. Many of you have been with narcissistic family members or husbands or wives who have never said they love you, never said they like you. But what they will do is it will be implied within a label, within a title, right? A magician knows magic, okay? The magic isn't real, so there's no such thing as a magician, right? When it comes to toxic, narcissistic people in your life, they might call themselves family, give themselves that title over you. Now, within that title of family is the implication of love. Family, therefore, there's love. I don't have to say I love you because it's already there. It's already implied. Even though I treat you like garbage, we're still family. What I'm telling you is that without love, there's no family, right? Without magic, there's no such thing as a magician. Now, when you start to realize it and you look at it this way, they're going to seem less exciting to you. You're not going to have to show up. There's no love, therefore, they're not really family. And you could apply this to anything. Husband, a wife. No love, not a husband. No love, not a wife. Even people who call themselves your best friend. Again, it's the label that already makes you assume that there should be this love, but without the love, there's no friendship. There is no friend. But they would rather distract you from that fact. Again, they're okay with the little lies, so long as you don't get to a place where you're able to say, you don't love me. You're not my family. You're not my husband. Taking my ring off. You're not my wife. You're not family. So stop calling me family because you're not family. See, once you get to this place where you realize there is no magic, there's no such thing as a magician, right? There is no love. There's no such thing as these people being family, these people being husband, these people being wife, these people. So as soon as you realize that, you're set free. That's the truth that sets you free. Is it painful? Yes. But it's a painful truth that you need to accept to move on with your life. And once you do, you will never again expect something from these people that they can't give. For example, in my situation, I actually confronted the narcissistic people I was dealing with. You see, the in-laws that I dealt with in California at one time were nasty and mean, put down after put down, and then lying about it, right? All kinds of lies, everything from we're just kidding, you're too sensitive, you can't take a joke, or I never said that, or I said it this way, not that way, and I don't remember what you're talking about, Kevin. On and on, lies after lies after lies, on top of lies, right? It got to the point to where once I healed and moved far enough away from the situation, I realized they're not family because there was no love. And by the way, once I realized this, when they came back and we did have an interaction, and by that time, I was no longer offended by any negative thing they would say. They could say all the negative stuff they want to say that they used to. Oh, you're this and you're that, Kevin. You're ignorant and blah, blah, blah. All their little hateful, violent, stupid stuff, right? I became okay with that. But the moment this one person said, I always loved you, oh, I almost took offense to that. I'm like, don't lie. Not only did I say, don't lie, but like, that's the most evil lie. And I explained it to this person. I said, don't tell somebody you love them when you don't. Narcissistic people, the worst lie that all of them make, the most evil is not the name calling. It's not the making up stories about you. The worst lie that any of them could ever make is to tell you that they love you, to call you family, when they don't really believe that and they don't want to treat you like that. That's straight up evil. The reason it's evil is because that's what keeps you in the cage, running on the hamster wheel, trying to understand all their little lies. Their cage is the cage of, I love you, we're family, we're married. That's the cage you're in. And it's the worst possible lie because it traps you. Listen, how many of you are really worried if somebody came into your life and they lied about something and then took off and you never saw them again? We take it a step further. Maybe they did something horrible to you, stole some of your money, whatever, left and never came back. Would you worry about it? No. Would you even think about it? You might for a little while and tell some of your friends or whatever. The reason it's the worst lie that all narcissists make is because it's what allows them to keep you and not let you go until now. Now that you're watching this video, you're going to set yourself free. But if it was up to them, they would make little lies, keep you in this abusive place, tell you that they love you. That becomes the cage you're in, which is a lie. It's only meant to rob you of your freedom. That's why it's the worst lie. It's the most evil lie. And it doesn't matter if it's a Christian who is telling you that they love you. You will know if somebody loves you by the way they treat you. You will know if somebody considers you family by the way they treat you. You will know that you have a husband or you have a wife by the way they treat you. We've got to stop living in this world where, well, I've got this label, and so that label means I love you, and even if it doesn't seem like I do, I do. I feel like we have to, we have to at least be as smart as Forrest Gump, right? What did Forrest Gump say in his movie? I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is, Jenny. Right? We need to stop letting narcissistic people lie to us, either by telling us they love us or they've always loved us, or by considering themselves forcefully that a family or husband or wife, and using this to, in a way, make it seem like they love you when really they don't. Family, husband, wife. I don't have to tell you I love you because these things already have love within them. No, they don't. And that's the biggest lie. So again, the biggest lie, the worst lie of all that narcissistic people make is the lie of loving you. The moment you realize that that's the biggest lie, you're done. The magic is broken. Suddenly, their little lies won't matter anymore, because you'll no longer be bound in their cage of love, because it doesn't exist. It's not real. And anytime one of them comes up to you and says, "Oh, but I love you," you should be offended. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't love me, right? As I said before, I'm here to support you. Down in the description box right below this video, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. Telephone calls, video calls are available through Zoom, FaceTime, and WhatsApp. So head on down to the description box and schedule that one-on-one time with me. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell notification. Hit every button you can so that you don't miss any future Royal Week content, because YouTube likes to push other videos around. You might end up watching, I don't know, old Simpson reruns or something. Anyways, I'll be back with more videos for you right here on the Royal Week.